This is Jeffrey Jones, also known as Triple J, coming to you with the Community Podcast. What we say community is only common unity. That is the tie between you and I. The tie for all, the tie that binds us, the tie that makes us, the tie that makes us whole. Thank you for being here with us for this common unity. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, welcome once again. I'm glad to have you back to the Common Unity Podcast because we cannot have a community without common unity. So today we've been blessed with the presence of Mr. Kenneth Hodge, man of the world, well-traveled, well-read, and he's going to share some concepts, ideas, and things with us today. So I'd like, if he will please, Mr. Hodge, can you introduce yourself to the folks?
Hey, how's everyone doing? Kenny Hodge, that's my name. Recently retired teacher, 19 years, secondary social studies, grades 6 through 12. Prior to that, I was a correctional officer when I was going to college. I matriculated at Georgia Southwestern in Americus, Georgia, if y'all familiar with that. And prior to that, I was in the Army for 20 years, 79 to 2000. 11 Bravo, multiple overseas tours, total of 4 years in the desert. Glad to be here.
That's a good school. I tell you what, when I had a chance to meet Kenny for the first time, I was very impressed. I did not know him. I didn't know we had the same type background. We found that stuff out later on down the road. But I could tell by the way that he carried himself that he was going to be a man of his word with a backbone who stand for what he believes in. And I found that to be true. So when I'm talking to you, tell me what brought you to be who you are. Some of the things that shape you to be who you are.
I can tell you exactly. Mr. Barry Speakman, he was my social studies teacher. Mr. Noble Marshall, another social studies teacher. When my father got back from Vietnam, the younger generation might not remember this, but I think it was called the New World Book of Knowledge Encyclopedias.
I love them things.
Oh yeah, that was his gift to us when he got back from Vietnam, and I just said, because Pop was always reading something. Usually it was a girly magazine, but Pop always had a newspaper or a magazine. So all of us grew up reading. Once I hit high school, I've always loved history. But when I hit high school, it was like what I knew of history, I was learning it on a different level.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I can see myself doing this. So back then we didn't have to take out these God unforgiving loans to send kids to college. We could pay for them out of pocket. Well, my brother and sister, they went to school before me, and in high school, other than history, I got straight A's in my history classes, but everything else I just did the minimum. Pops looked at me, he's like, a hitch in the military might do you good. He was Air Force. So I said, yeah, okay, but I won't say despite him, but to be a little bit different, I went into the Army. And stuff. I'm home on leave. This is 19. I was over in Germany at the time. So this is the first time to see the 84, 85. And Mr. Marshall, he saw me around town. Everybody, my mother did day work, bless her soul. All the white folks in Martinsville, Henry County, Virginia, the ones that had some money to hire me, they knew it, Miss Janie. Never went by her first name, Miss Janie or Mrs. Hodge. That was her standard. But he saw that I was in town, gave me a call. We were talking. He's another Vietnam vet, and I said, yeah, I'm just going to do. So I re-enlisted. I was 11 Mike at the time. And if you remember when they came out with that MOS, they were giving out some good bonuses. So I said, well, at the time it was either times 3 or times 2. I said, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just going to do 3 more years of my commitment to IRR, whatever it's called, to be done with. And then I'm going to go to school. This is the conversation I'm having with Mr. Marshall over the phone. And he said, one of the things which I kind of regret, because he was, still teaching at the time. I should have made a career out of the military. And he said to me, look, you can always go to college, always teach. Think about what you got going on. You got a pretty good thing. He's basically saying the same stuff that you hear from recruiters and retention NCOs, So I'm paying him lip service. Got back over to Germany. I started thinking about it, and I said, I think I can do a little bit longer. Came down here to Georgia, ran into Georgia Peach, and next thing you know, boom, she done got pregnant. Yeah, I got to stay in the Army a little bit longer. When I hit that 10-year mark, it was like, well, I might as well go ahead and do the other 10. Did that, retired, went to school, and boom. It came kind of late to the teaching game, but that's what I wanted to do when I was in high school. So I can say that I lived my life dreams. Didn't think I was going to make a career out of the Army because the goal was to be a teacher. But I look at that career out of the Army, most specifically the benefits. That's the icing on the cake.
I tell you, I had no inclination whatsoever to do 22 years in the military. I thought I was going to be there for 4 years, go back to the house, get me a job, and do my thing.
I don't think anyone, enlisted at least goes in, I'm going to do 20 years. No one I knew.
So when you were finally able to get into education, I know how it was for me. Tell me, did it match what you think education was going to be?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm speaking. I started teaching in 2005 in Americus, Georgia, but it wasn't so much the kids back then. It was just the running of the school because look, I'm a new teacher, but Army's a big bureaucracy, and if you've ever worked on the battalion staff or higher, you know what I'm talking about. So I get into the school system. I'm teaching, and just how the running is. It's like what is going on here? So a lot of, I want to say, personalities came into play. And it's crazy because you look at we're just here for the education of the kids. Myself personally, except for my last year teaching, I've always had milestone classes. So number one off the rip, what can I do to get these kids to pass their test? That's always been my, it served me good for 19 years. Look, you gotta pass this test, so let's go over the materials and test-taking strategies, and hopefully you'll be good. Just how the school system, how they ran. A lot working like privates. I put it like that. A lot of I said, we're working like privates here. Killing trees right, left us. Okay, we got all these copies. Why does everything have to be printed out? When everybody has a computer. When I started teaching, we didn't have laptops in, but every teacher had a desktop. Every classroom I've been in, they've always had 4 or 5 desktops until they got, the laptop computer, Chrome cards. So I was just, wow, we a lot of times, up till when I retired, I'm like, we work like projects too much. We don't work smart.
I agree. I think one of the things that surprised me most of all, and I think because of some of the things that I was able to or be exposed to in the military, being infantry as I was, I got lucky when I came to Fort Benning and finished my drill sergeant stint. They put me in charge of scheduling on Sand Hill. So I was NCOIC of scheduling on Sand Hill, which deals with all the training that those soldiers go through. So I had an opportunity to see how an educational system should be built so that it functions effectively. Right. And I also gave an opportunity to see how when you do things in a manner where it's the same for everyone, then it
then it
works
works
much
much
better.
better.
And you
And
can
you
go
can go
from one
from one
school to the
school to the
next in the
next in the
same
same
school
school
system,
system,
and the way
and the
they
way they
operate is
operate is
totally
totally
different.
different.
It just
It just
depends
depends
on
on
who's
who's
there in
in
charge
charge
and what
and
they
what
want
they
to
want to
do.
do.
So
So
Working.
I
I
think that
think that
has
has
a
a
lot to
lot
do
to
with
do with
some of the
some of the
issues we
issues we
faces
faces
or
or
faced as
faced as
educators.
educators.
Yes.
Yes,
You know, I
taught
taught
in
in
Americus,
Americus,
Columbus,
Columbus,
Dawson, and
Dawson, and
Tarleton,
Tarleton,
and you're
and
right.
you're right.
So what is
What is
going
going
on in
on
there?
in there?
We didn't
We
do
didn't
it
do
here.
it here.
Having
Having
said
said
that,
that,
did two
two
tours in
tours in
Korea,
Korea,
two in
two in
Germany,
Germany,
4
4 years
years in
in
the
the
desert,
desert,
different
different
posts in the
posts in the
states,
states,
and it
and
was
it
all
was
the
all the
same.
same.
As far, yeah, you're in a different environment, but as
as
far as
far
your
as your
SOP
SOP
of
of
how you
how you
run
run
things,
things,
it
it
was
was
all the
all the
same.
same.
And
And
I'm
I'm
glad you
glad you
brought up
brought up
scheduling
scheduling
because
because
when I
when
was
I
at
was at
Fort
Fort
Riley,
Riley,
when I
when I
finished my
finished my
platoon
platoon
sergeant
sergeant
time,
time,
the
the
battalion
battalion
master
master
gunner,
gunner,
he
he
was
was
PCS
PCS
somewhere.
somewhere.
So they
So they
needed
needed
someone to
someone to
fill the
fill the
position. I
position.
went
I
in
went in
there
there
and
and
just
just
handling the
handling the
gunnery
gunnery
training
training
for the
for the
battalion, which
battalion, which
okay,
this
this is
is
education,
education,
training,
training,
education.
education.
It's the
It's the
same
same
thing.
thing.
You're
You're
learning
learning
something new.
something
You
new.
learn
You
to
learn
do
to do
something new.
something new.
And
And
like you
you
said,
said,
when I
when
was
I was
over in
over in
Korea, I
Korea, I
took a
took a
80A
80A
unit.
unit.
They got
They
rid
got
of their
rid of their
Vulcans. They
Vulcans.
got
They got
Bradleys.
Bradleys.
Gunnery
Gunnery
tables for
tables
the
for the
80A
80A
unit. The
unit. The
train up
train up
for it
for it
was the
was the
exact
exact
same
same
when I
when
got
I
to
got to
Fort
Fort
Riley,
Riley,
Kansas,
Kansas,
116
116
infantry.
infantry.
Exact type
Exact
of
type of
gunnery
gunnery
training.
training.
This is
This
what
is
we
what
have
we
to
have
do
to
to
do
get
to
ready
get ready
for a
for a
qualification
qualification
table.
table.
Military
Military
has that
has that
down
down
pat.
pat.
I mean, maybe
Maybe
we
we
need to
need to
send some
send
of
some
these
of these
people
people
from
from
Department of
Department of
Education,
Education,
see how
see
the
how the
military
military
does it.
does it. You know,
Granted,
granted,
military
military
has more
has
of a
more of a
captive
captive
audience.
audience.
People want
People
to
want
be
to
there.
be
At
there. At
least
least
from the
from the
beginning they
beginning, they
do. But
do. But
a lot of
a lot
good
of good
ideas from
ideas
the
from the
military
military
going to
going to
waste.
waste.
My
yes.
opinion.
Your
Your
opinion is
opinion is
absolutely
absolutely
right.
right. That
That
uniformity,
uniformity,
that
that
uniformity is
uniformity is
important
important
because
because
without
without
uniformity,
uniformity,
I
I
found that
found that
things
things
just
just
don't
don't
match up.
match up.
You can
You can
drop
drop
most
most
soldiers
soldiers
off
off
anywhere you
anywhere you
want to
want to
any
any
unit you
unit you
want
want
to,
to,
and they're
and
going to
they're
be
going to
able
be
to
able to
function
function
in that
in that
unit
unit
because
because
of the
of the
uniformity.
uniformity.
What they
What
were
they were
taught
taught
applies
applies
the
the
same no
same
matter
no
where
matter
they
where
go.
they go.
So
So
we have
we
an
have an
education
education
system
system
where
where
from
from
county to
county to
county,
county,
state to
state to
state,
state,
you don't
you
know
don't know
what the
what the
focus is
focus
on
is on
education.
education.
And
And
that's one of
that's
the
one of the
problems that we
problems that we
truly
truly
have that we
have that
need
we
to
need to
fix.
fix.
Another thing
Another
I'm
thing
looking
I'm
at,
looking
though,
at
I'm
though,
looking
I'm
at the
looking at the
fact that
fact that
we're
we're
using an
using an
education
education
system that was
system that was
basically
basically
born in the
born in the
early
early
1900s,
1900s,
and it's
and it's
2024.
2024.
Um,
Um,
what do you
what do you
think
think
would be
would be
priority in
priority in
changing this
changing this
system to
system
make
to
it
make
work?
it work?
Well,
Well, that's a
that's a
good one.
good. I don't claim to
The
have the
answers.
answers.
That's what's
That's what's
frustrating,
frustrating,
to me
to me
as
as
a
a
retired
retired
teacher.
teacher.
I can
I can
pinpoint the
pinpoint the
faults,
faults,
but
but
as
as
far as
far as
coming up
coming
with a
up with a
solution,
solution,
I
I
like
like
uh,
uh,
everybody
everybody
complain.
complain.
Well,
Well,
during
during
COVID, we
COVID,
all
we all
went
went
virtual.
virtual. Uh,
It
and
got
it got
away from
away
the
from the
regular
regular
classroom.
classroom.
Yeah, a
Yeah, a
lot of
lot of
complaints
complaints
about
about
that.
that.
But
But
I,
I
I
I
look at
look at
education
education
now.
now.
What I
What I
think would
think
be
would be
successful,
successful,
more of
more of
a
a
Montessori. Am I
Montessori. Am I
saying that
saying that
correct?
correct?
Montessori?
Montessori?
Yeah,
Yeah,
more of
more of
somewhat
somewhat
like
like
that
that
blended.
blended.
I
I
had
had
great
great
success,
success,
expensive.
expensive.
At the
At the
time,
time,
economics
economics
was,
was,
milestones.
milestones.
I had
I had
great
great
success,
success,
expensive.
expensive.
Title
Title
One
One
school,
school,
with
with
USA
USA
test
test
prep.
prep.
Boom,
Boom,
teach them a
teach them a
class.
class.
We
We
got to
got
do
to
at
do at
least 10
least
of
10
these
of these
questions.
questions.
We got to
We got to
go
go
over it.
over it. And the kid,
Why we are?
because
Because this is
this
what
is
the
what the
state of
state of
Georgia
Georgia
says you
says
have
you
to
have
do
to
to
do to
pass.
pass.
I
I
explain
explain
it to
it
them
to
like
them
that.
like that.
Will you
Will you
probably
probably
use it?
use it?
I
I
doubt it,
doubt it,
but
but But economics is a good class. It teach you about money, the big picture. And two, the state of Georgia says you got to get this. So, here's the easy, I would try to show them the easy way, not working like a private, working smart on how to pass, your milestones, get an acceptable score. And I guess the little stipend I was getting up till COVID, I guess I was doing the right thing about that. But that's how I looked at it. I liked it. We have computers. The kids got to take tests. We need to concentrate more on having the appropriate USA test prep. I loved it. It's now progress learning. I don't love it so much because they made some changes where it's not as good as it used to be. Put it like that.
Yeah.
But some things I saw in the classroom. Look, if you're an Olympic sprinter, you're not going to practice running marathons. And I've noticed in more than one school, teachers are teaching a marathon type class where your kids have to do these sprints. And then I covered it. But look how you covered it. Again, just my opinion.
I think that's valid though. I really do. Folks, I'm hating that we gotta let you go at this present time. But we do, and I want to thank Mr. Hodge. I want to thank Kenny for sharing them nuggets of wisdom with us. And I hope that you have a great day because y'all could have been anywhere doing anything that you wanted to do. But you chose to spend this time with us, and I greatly appreciate it. So please come again next time because I'm definitely gonna have Mr. Hodge come back and share some more of them nuggets with us.
And I got time because I'm retired.
Hello, everyone. This is Sandra Jones, co-founder of Community Podcasts. I'd like to say thank you to all our listeners and viewers. We're asking for positive vibes only. Thank you and have a great day.